Alright, Chapter 16, Federal Communication Rules and Regulation, available through the FCPD, part of the 9th of the Official of the Federal Communication Rules Regulation, part covering amateur radio, available to the superintendent of the document used government printing off of the Washington, D.C. 2042. For about $1.50, read with the chain of the office and show whether obtain with your personal with the current copy with the Federal Communication Exam with the recommended with all of the active amateur operators. Current edition on hand. Last question. Check with the open one prepared Federal Communication has removed the sample that defined with the term amateur radio communication. Amateur radio communication is non-commercial radio communication among amateur radio stations solely with a personal aim without pronouncing business interest. Third-party traffic, amateur radio communication by and under the supervision of the control operator, amateur radio station with the amateur audio radio station on behalf of any of the other control operator. Defining the term control point, operating position, amateur radio station with control operator function is performed. What is meant by remote control? Remote control is a form of manual control of the control operator due to the monitoring operation control point located within the station transmitter, such as associated operating, adjusting, and accessible with the control link. What is the control station link conduct with the remote control of another radio station to find energy communication in amateur radio communication directly relating immediately safety life with the individual immediately with the direct with the property with the difference between the fixed portable and the mobile operation. Fixed operation radio communication conducted with a specific geographical land location shown with a station license. Portable operation radio communication conducted from a specific geographical location other than shown with a station license. Mobile operation radio communication conducted with while in motion during the halt on specified location. 1618 with the frequency with the technician class license with the mission of the technician class authorized with the amateur privilege of the 50.1 to 54 megahertz 145 megahertz to 148 megahertz amateur frequency band above 2200 megahertz with the frequency technician class with any type of admission with the transmitter power with available to the amateur class technician class license also give the full privilege of the novice class license. And what limited to the operating frequency emission of the transmitter power with the general class life with the general class lines authorized amateur for the privileged emission power frequencies except with the frequency covered in the advanced class amateur extra cover the recovered reserve frequencies are 3500 and 3525 kilohertz 3775 to 3800 kilohertz 7070.25 kilohertz 14,000 to 14,000 to 1425 21,000 21, 25, 21, 2250 to 21, 270. Amateur extra advanced 38,000 to 3890, 7150, 7020, 25, 1420, 1420, 75, 21, 270, 21, 30, 50, 50, 51 megahertz. What are the Federal Communication Rules regarding purity, stability, immersion, emissions? Spurious radiation amateur station operated with a carrier frequency below 144 megahertz shall be produced unlimited in accordance with a good engineering practice. Spurious radiation shall not be sufficient intensity for the cause of interference received with limited good engineering design include the adequate selected with the characteristics extreme with the frequency outside of the frequency band emission normally required. Type of emission being employed by amateur station. In this case, the A3 emission amplitude modulated voice for the amateur transit shall be modulated with the extent of the interfering spurious radiation curve with no case admitted. Carrier amplitude modulated except for the 100% of the mean shall be employed with the intro of the transmitter without modulated except for the modulation capability with the proper technical operation. For the purpose of question spurious radiation with the transmitter with the outside frequency being with emission with a normal for the type of the emission transmission employed include any component whose frequency integral multiple submultiple carrier frequency harmonic subharmonic spurious modulation key clicks of their transit effects and parasitic oscillation. When using amplitude modulation frequencies below 440 MHz, simultaneously frequency modulation not permitted with using frequency modulation frequency below 144 MHz and simultaneously amplitude modulation is not permitted. Frequency emitted with the carrier wave shall also be constant with the state of the art permits. What frequencies are available to repeater station operation? Following transmitter frequency band available for repeater station both input, receiving, output, transit. 29.5, 29.7, 52, 54, 146, 148, 22, 25, 22, 5, 44, 442 to 450. Minimum effective radiation power of a repeat station. Maximum effective with the radiated power of the repeat station depends upon the frequency transmission repeater station. Antenna height above the average surrounding terrain. 52 to 54 megahertz maximum ERP. Effective radiated power cannot exceed 25 watts. Antenna height of 500 feet, more than 50 watts, between 100 to 490 feet, 100 watts to up to 99 feet. 140 to 146 megahertz range. Electrical radiated power cannot exceed 100 watt if the antenna is 100,000 feet or more. On 200 watt between 500 to 990 feet. 400 watt to 50 to 400, between 50 and 499 feet. 800 watt up to 49 feet. And 450 megahertz of the effective radiated power, 400 watts. The alternate antenna speed 1,800 watts between 100 and 99 feet. Height if the antenna is less than 99 feet. Effective radiated power not considered with the category amateur frequency at 1215 megahertz. Transmitted power transit. Restriction control. Maximum permissible power input. Play circuit. Final amplifier stage. What frequency band may control send you with control link and emission, the control operation repeater station, amateur frequency band, and 220, except 435, 438 megahertz may use with emission control stand frequency below 225 megahertz for the control links must be monitored with the control operated immediately during power and operation. Are power and portable stations allowed to operate remotely controlled station? A remotely controlled station has authorized operative with a more remote control station or remote control station operated mobile or portable. What are the requirements of the operation remote control station? When the amateur radio shift the remote control with only for the authorized control point control station, only whether the compliance of the following photocopy of the remote control station license must be posted. Consistently place authorized control point remote control transmit with a copy of the system and the network diagram must be retained. At each point contact the transmitting antenna with the transmission mass appropriate associated with the remote control transmitter meets the durable tag marked station call sign name of the station license of the information control of the operator readily contact with the commission personal control link equipment of remotely controlled station be accessible with the only person authorized by license protection against the invert and unauthorized deliberate emission most provided in an event with the unauthorized emission equivalent operation system with such adequate protection and incorporated until the reasonable assurance of the authorized emission will not occur. Except the operation under control of the control operator designated with the license may presume with the authorized control of the station being remotely controlled immediately prior to during the periods of the remotely controlled station operation frequency with emission with the remotely controlled of the transmitter with the constantly monitored by with the control of the operation control operator must terminate with the transmission with the deviation of these rules. For the provisioning corporate limited transmission period no more than 3 minutes in event with a malfunction control link is repeat station operated radio remote control only with the control link utilizing frequency with a repeater station receiver frequency. What the precaution made with it must take with the repeater station operated with the automatic control repeater station with local control with the remote control of the operated automatic control where device proceed with the implemented ensure the compliance with the work accomplished without duty control operator present with the control point at the time the station is operated. All radio communication transmitted with the safe with the monitor with the daily control of the operator real time with the area with the recorded stuff with the reproduce with the review with within 72 with the recording preserved with the period with the 30-day with the possession with the station license made available with the commission upon when the question with the real time monitoring with the recording review receipt or operation required faculty operated closed repeater per repeater station employees meet with the restrict usage persons specifically authorized by the control operator station license. Our portable mobile station license obtained with the amateur station license authorized under control of the license with the transmitter with the operator with a fixed location specified station license which is operated on any frequency located allocated with the amateur edition authorized under control license from portable mobile transit Emitting apparatus open to the other location of theirs. Special licenses, portable mobile operations are not required. Where the responsible volunteer examiners. Volunteer examiners are proper, conducted necessary supervision, examination, administration guidelines according to the instruction through the examination papers and with the FCC rules regulation. Examination papers either completed unopened in event of the examination is not taken. Should return with the volunteer examined with the commission off the state of the Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, no later than 30 days with the paper. Mail with the commission day with the mailing with the normally stamped with the commission and with the outside with the examination envelope. The instrumentation authorization radio station amateur radio service is station license index. And that completes the book. Tab number 1073. Modern Amateur Radio License Study Guide, Novice Technical General Class. Tab Books. Blue Ridge Summit, Pennsylvania.